Hey, Beardos. Different intro this week. Last week, we forgot to include something in the episode that was very important. The end of the game. That's right. Jay lost. An amazing 12 points to Joe and 3 to Jay. And you know what that means.
I have never yelled at a beardo like this before. I was rooting for you, Jay. We were all rooting for you.
Thanks, Derek, with the good beard.
And welcome back.
Salutations.
Hello.
Welcome back to Season 3, Episode 10 of Beards and Sundries.
Ooh.
10, 10, 10. Let's do it again. Oh, wait. That's
right, guys. We're back for another lunch break here at Beards and Sundries, the shop where 3 gay men with beards do inventory on a new sundry item in each episode.
My name is Jay, and I'm a little bitch.
Oh,
I was sitting there going,
actually do it.
Yes, I was like, is Joe not going to do it, or are you going to do it, or like, what am I doing?
I don't care either
You're
way.
such a fucking scorpion.
Anyways.
Oh, okay. My name is Jay, and although I'm a Sagittarius, I've been known to have a little bit of Cancer in me, too.
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You are so evil for that.
Intros are canceled. This episode is over.
Intros are cancered.
You can't make that joke.
Yeah, that's my joke.
Good.
It's okay. I'll apologize next week.
I'm Anthony, the inventor of the fortune cookie. You can't prove I'm not.
Yeah, crack me open. And I'm Joe, and just like any other overdramatic gay person, I can just blame all of my issues on Mercury being in Gatorade. And that means that today's sundry item is astrology. Horoscopes, questionable science, and ways for us to explain our behavior. The astrological signs have always been an interesting way to make sense of the world and have an answer for almost any behavioral trait. This week, Derek with the good beard has brought up a game to the register for us, and then Anthony has a homebrewed game for us yet again this week. But before we get too far into it, how about this week's voicemail?
Jay lost last week. Haha.
It was right. It was right to do that. You are correct.
I was sad that it missed getting into the episode, so I'm glad we included it this week.
Yeah,
I totally
that's perfect.
forgot. And by the time I was finishing the episode, I was so tired. I was like, okay, I'm done for the
Well,
day.
we did push that one pretty late with recording, so
yeah. We got it done earlier in the day, but later in the week.
that did help.
That's right, Beardos. The technical issues are continuing to plague the market, so until we get our shit figured out, we're just going to have to deal with it on the back end.
Oh, yeah, because didn't you have issues with your audio, Anthony, and video, like jumping back and forth?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing.
Listen, I mean, I got there. I got it there. I just had to...
Oh, yeah, you
fuck out
got
of it.
there.
I did. I got there. It was a lot of work, just like it is in bed, but I got there. Thanks, antidepressants.
There was a lot of mouse clicking, that's for sure. Ooh.
I was just jumping through trying to find the comments we said so I could write the commercial. And I'm like, why is Anthony's audio off? And I'm like, okay, there's something about this program that I don't understand. So it made me feel better when you came along and was like, this is all fucked.
It was fucked. What made me irritated with it is we've been doing that new editing style where we use the AI videotape that Riverside includes for us to like decide who's talking when. And that helps to reduce the amount of editing that we do. And my audio was delayed on that. So it was something on the back end.
Oh, God. So you had
It's
to do the
almost
hard
like
work.
AI is a bad thing.
I mean, for the three of us, paying for like it's if I could afford to pay somebody to do the editing for us, you could bet your sweet ass that I would do that.
Listeners,
100%.
Make people subscribe to us on YouTube so we can start monetizing so we can afford someone to edit.
Yes, we will pay
Go find your
somebody.
friends.
Oh, Jay, that's adorable. You think we could actually make that much money? Look at you.
We're going to be billionaires.
I don't. No, I feel like that's something that I would never want to achieve. You know, if I ever get to being that level of rich, I'd make it all the way to $999,999,999.99, and then all the rest of my money would get donated, and I'd buy myself a plaque that said I won capitalism.
Just like The Sims.
Capitalism. I hit $1 million and it just goes back to zero, and I have to start over.
Oh God.
Oh man,
Joe, can I find the Libras in the Sundries Isles?
You can find the Libras, the Libros, the Livras, the Lysol, the Leave. That's book in French. But you can find it all in aisle 4, along with Jay's toasty ass. But if you guys are new to the show and you're wondering just what the hell a sundry is, the term comes from an Old English word meaning odds and ends. Now, today it's used mainly in retail as a way to group together items that otherwise wouldn't have a group of their own. So, as 3 very astrological gay men with beards, we are using the term to group together the wide range of topics that we cover.
wow,
I know, right?
shit, that's fresh.
That opening was scary accurate.
Just like my horoscope.
That's right.
It depends on where I read it, if mine's accurate or not.
Mine are usually pretty spot on. I don't know if that's like selective believing, but usually the things that I read about them are kind of like, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's like just over general statements, but usually a lot of them make sense for me because I'm over believing, I guess.
That's right, I do have a live spirit this week. Wow.
That's how Pisces are, Joe. You're just over believing.
Okay, well, yeah, Anthony, let's get right into the 3 of our signs because we are all 3 different. We'll start with me since you mentioned it. I am a Pisces. My birthday is March 9th. So we pull up what we have on astrology.com, and it looks like for Pisces traits and overviews, let's see here. Pisces is the 12th sign of the zodiac, and it is also the final sign in the zodiacal cycle. Hence, this sign brings together many of the characteristics of the 11 signs that have come before it. Pisces, however, are happiest keeping many of these qualities under wraps. These folks are selfless, spiritual, and very focused on their inner journey. They also place great weight on what they are feeling. Yes, feelings define the Pisces zodiac sign, and it's not uncommon for them to feel their own burdens and joys as well as those of others. The intuition of the Pisces born is highly evolved. Many people associate Pisces with dreams and secrets, and it's a fair association since those born under this sign feel comfortable in an illusionary world. Ah.
Whoa. That was a really long definition. I feel like the one that I have on here is much shorter.
It was just 2 paragraphs.
Oh, was it really that short? It felt so long.
Wow, it really just dragged on forever, Joe.
I've been trying to speak slower because I'm a fast talker by nature, so I've really been trying to like catch myself.
Whenever I do presentations, I always used to speak really fast, and then I learned how to pace myself. So I catch myself in editing speaking a little too slowly sometimes, where I'm like, oh, you could speed up. Like, it's okay. Was there a picture on yours, Joe?
Yes. Their picture for my sign shows a woman who is covered with a sheer piece of cloth with suns covering her titty and her downstairs, her vagine. And she also has like a 20s flapper girl haircut and looks like some lilac flowers, and there's like a half moon behind her.
Oh. So I was born on November the 19th. That puts me squarely under the sign of Scorpio. Let's see here. So one, the body part that it says on astrology.com is the genitals and the bowels, and that says a lot about me. It's really ringing true.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it reads, Scorpio is the 8th sign of the zodiac, and that shouldn't be taken lightly, nor should Scorpios! Exclamation point. Those born under the sign are dead serious in their mission to learn about others. There's no fluff or chatter with Scorpios either. These folk will zero in on the essential questions, gleaning the secrets that lie within. The Scorpio zodiac sign concerns itself with beginnings and endings, and is unafraid of either. They also travel in a world that is black and white and has little use for gray. The curiosity of Scorpios is immeasurable, which may be why they are such adept investigators. The folks with a Scorpio horoscope sign love to probe and know how to get to the bottom of things. The fact that they have a keen sense of intuition certainly helps.
I was going to say, you certainly do like to probe and get to the bottom of things. Tee. Tee.
So I'm a December 2nd baby, which means I'm a Sagittarius. And it says that Sagittarius is the 9th house of the zodiac and is the home of the wanderers of the zodiac. It's not a mindless ramble for these folks either. Sages are truth seekers, and the best way for them to do this is to hit the road, talk to others, and get some answers. Knowledge is the key to these folks since it fuels their broad-minded approach to life. Those born with a Sagittarius zodiac sign are keenly interested in philosophy and religion, and they find that these disciplines, wow, this is harder to read. And they find that these disciplines aid their internal quest. At the end of the day, what Sagittarius wants most is to know the meaning of life and to accomplish this while feeling free and easy.
Oh, that's it? You just want to know the meaning of life? That's all?
That's all.
I just want to know the meaning of life.
What planet rules you? Mine's Jupiter.
Mars and Pluto. I guess I get 2.
Mine's Jupiter and Neptune.
Wow, I just stuck with Jupiter. I just all in 1.
So extra, just like Jupiter.
What's your tarot card?
Temperance.
My tarot card is the moon.
For Scorpios, the tarot card is death.
Penis. Oh.
Death doesn't always mean bad things.
No, it doesn't. In tarot, it just means change.
What body part rules your sign?
The genitals and bowels.
That makes sense why you're so shitty.
My body part is the feet,
And why I'm such a
the
dick.
Lymphatics, and the liver. Ooh.
Oh, mine's the
say the
hips,
feet?
thighs, and liver.
I did
you
in
say
fact
the
say the
feet?
feet.
Huh.
Actually,
Also, that cat tree being where it's at now has just performed an optical illusion where it made it feel like the cat jumped from Joe's room into your office.
yeah. For anyone that's watching on YouTube, I have moved my cat tree in here, and now they just jump all over it.
I just saw it go. Whee!
That's like I said earlier in our chat thread, Jay. Like, cats love enrichment in the form of a changing environment, and they'll be all over that thing for a while.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. I moved it in here Friday, and it's like I just put this cat tree in for the first time ever.
So, while we're on astrology.com and while we're looking at this, do you guys want to read out your horoscope for today? And
Sure.
Since we're closer to the end of the day, say how accurate it was?
Oh.
Let's do it. All right, then. Well, for today, September 5th, 2023, for Pisces, it says, give yourself space to socialize and mingle within your community this morning, dear Pisces, as the Taurus moon aligns with dreamy Neptune and intimate Pluto. You'll be in a unique position to scratch beneath the surface without crossing boundaries or making others uncomfortable. However, you'll want to pull back from the extended friendships to focus on your private life this afternoon as the moon enters Gemini and your solar 4th house. Now may be also a good time to catch up on the housework. Shut up. Though you may need to rest this evening when Luna and Saturn square off overhead. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. Cool. Well, that's pretty good. I don't think I made anybody uncomfortable at work today. I showed a few people some stuff at work to learn something new. Focus on your private life this afternoon. I didn't really do that.
Yeah, you didn't.
I mean, I guess I can do the dishes later, but then I might have to rest. It says so.
Well, for once, I think most of the dishes in the dish, or most of the dishes in the sink are not mine.
Whoa.
I know, it's wild. It is a very big change around this house, listener.
All right. Well, Anthony, what is your save for today?
Okay, for September 5th, 2023, for Scorpio, consider expressing what's in your heart via creative outlets, dear Scorpio, as the Taurus moon connects with Neptune and Pluto. This cosmic climate also promotes self-love and artistic outlets, bringing inspiration and romance to your mind. I did some self-love earlier. Conversations will also feel light and playful, making the perfect occasion to get your flirt on. I did that earlier, too. Your interactions will feel deeper once afternoon settles in and Luna enters Gemini, conjuring themes around commitment and intimacy. You may also feel inspired to make personal changes, though a harsh connection between Luna and Saturn this evening could cause you to hold back.
Interesting.
Pinteresting.
All right, for Sagittarius, it says, the Taurus moon connects with Neptune and Pluto this morning, dearest Sagittarius, bringing a grounding and therapeutic energy to the table. Be sure to honor your physical self under this cosmic climate, thanking your body and senses for carrying you through and connecting you to our beautiful world. Good vibes continue to flow when the moon enters Gemini this afternoon, bringing a romantic and harmonious energy to the table. These vibes are perfect for embracing love in all forms, though you should be mindful of maintaining healthy emotional boundaries when Luna squares off with Saturn this evening. Which, ironically, Labor Day. Yes, Monday, Labor Day. So basically this entire weekend, I did a shit ton of chores around the house, and I wouldn't allow myself to turn on the TV. And so not turning on the TV didn't allow me to be distracted. So I started using that time to do more self-evaluating and clean up any clutter in my mind that I've had lately and all that stuff. And so I've just kind of been in this Zen mode as of Labor Day. And then today, on Tuesday, I was skimming over astrology stuff whenever we'd landed on this. And one of the things that made me laugh was it said that Sagittarius sometimes can be very difficult to settle down in relationships, but then sometimes they can also be overwhelming in their how they show their love and all that stuff. And it made me laugh because I was like, oh my God. So with that, and I already have the emotional neglect from when I was a kid because my parents were not that involved. I sat there and went, my poor boyfriend needs a break because that's got to be aggressive. Because I know that I could be, I don't know. I feel like I could be clingy because I'm just like, I like being around you. So I laughed because I was like, now I'm like taking the Zen time to be like, how can you manage this? Is this something you can manage? I feel like to be Zen, I don't really need to do a bunch of work, but I was like literally painting and installing flooring and still being mentally Zen until I hammered my finger at one point. I was not Zen.
Well, I said it before and I'll say it again. If you need to come be Zen at our house, go right ahead. You can install all of our flooring and you can paint all of our rooms.
That's okay.
Thank you.
Go to town.
I'm very tired of both of those things right now.
Now, I used to look at my horoscope like on a daily basis when I was a lot younger, and now I'm one of those people that really wants things like this to be real, but I'm also so critical of everything that I'm just like, it can't be, but I really want it to because I want to threaten reality to be more interesting.
That's that hard balance to achieve. Like I am a firm believer in science and scientific evidence myself, but I don't know, there's something fun about astrology. It's fun to kind of think about these things and kind of think about like how, you know, space and the stars and all the alignments can kind of affect us. And there's some sound research behind it. It's just a lot of it's just a bunch of smoke and mirrors sometimes.
I mean, when Mercury's in the microwave, I'm definitely in a noticeable sad mood. No, I'm kidding.
I love all the memes. They're so funny.
Actually, astrology is so memeable, and it's one of my favorite things.
Oh, it's absolutely one of my favorite memeable things.
Oh yeah, there was this great one that was like when girls hit the curb and they'd be like, "Oopsies, I'm an asparagus."
Yes, the asparagus one gets me every time. It hits me right in the giggle dick.
I also love when they're like,
"Oh,
oops,
sorry, I'm an aquarium."
I'm a Capri Sun.
That's a good one too. Instead of Capricorn, that's always a good one.
I was talking about this with my coworker today, and he brought up the subject of extremely specific shirts about things like that, where it'd be like, don't mess with a Sagittarius because when you do, you're gonna regret it, or something like that. You know what I mean? You've seen those.
Oh, and they're like, they go on and on and on. And
yeah,
on,
yeah,
just super specific about random things.
Yes, yeah. So he brought that up, and I was like, yeah, I see a lot of that too, and it floats around on Facebook where like people will repost something
because people will like oh, I need to buy this. Is this real?
Well, it's not even that. They'll repost like those types of almost like memes where it's just a blurb about whatever star sign they are, and some like trait about them that's like, oh yeah, they're big and tough. Don't mess with them. You mess with the Aries, you're gonna get the horns, or some bullshit.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah,
I think I'm gonna look one up.
I'm gonna make a custom shirt for Sagittarius, but be like, don't mess with a Vagisaurus. They'll fuck you up.
They will fuck you up in all the best ways.
Here's one. Yes, I'm a Sagittarius. Yes, I am a badass truck driver. Yes, I have 3 awesome grandkids. If you don't like it, block me. Someone out there is wearing a shirt that says that.
That's a boomer. That's 100% a boomer.
It's got to be. Although I really would challenge you. I would challenge you, Joe, that as you're doing this, dive deeper and keep going and see how long it takes you to get to right-wing propaganda.
This one that's pretty close.
One click.
This one says it's got Rosie the Riveter doing her classic iconic pose.
Oh, God.
And it says, I don't stop when I'm tired. I stop when I'm done. Only a strong woman can work for Sonic Drive-In and survive there.
Oh.
Hey, that wasn't about astrology at all.
I know. No, but it felt pretty right wing pretty fast.
Yeah, I get it.
Here's a good one. I missed my daughter's graduation from Kentucky State University because I was busy watching the season finale of Game of Thrones with her new martial arts instructor stepdad in our 1997 Beluga houseboat.
What?
And they're all in different fonts on the same shirt.
Oh my gosh.
Where do those things come from?
I think you can custom make them, and I think some of these are jokes, but I think
it's got to be like Etsy.
It's like Redbubble or Etsy or something, yeah.
Can you make me an Etsy shirt that talks about a Sagittarius and say that I don't know, I work for Uber and I like fish sticks.
Here's another one, Jay, for you. It says, I like playing guitar, but I love giving foot massages to old Ukrainian women.
I need that shirt. I take that shirt so bad.
I'm buying 5.
Oh, these are great.
So you guys have to see the Facebook posts that involve people's star signs, but then they're not specific at all, and then it includes like 3 to 6 of the star signs. So it'll say something like, if a Capricorn, an Aquarius, a Scorpio, and a Libra call you a friend, you better be thankful because they hate everyone, or something like that. And so, know, like the person who reposted it is one of those 4 star signs, but you couldn't peg out like which one.
They just want to get pegged anyway.
Peg me.
But I also wonder, like,
touch me.
What's the want of reaction there? Like, if you, oh my God.
What is the wanted reaction? That's a good question, Anthony. And what's funny is I definitely don't look at astrology and just go, ugh, that's a crock. I do look at it and go,
some of it's believable.
That's it. And I was like, I do I do fully believe there's something there that I don't understand. But my thing is I'm so obsessed with like logic and
Science.
evidence that I'm just like, I don't want to invest myself into this if I can't see the results or something like that. But I still like the whimsical nature of it. And like,
It's fun to believe in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
I feel the same way.
I went to this crystal store a few months ago, which is how I got my little crystal necklace. And it was funny. I told him I was a Sagittarius, and he's like, oh, yeah, you're controlled by your hips, thighs, and liver or something like that. And I was like, wow, that's why my thighs are so thick.
I knew you were going to say something like that.
You bet your ass that we had a full blue moon the other day. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and set this crystal out to charge just in case, because I don't know.
So I do the same thing. It's funny because like somebody saw my little lapis that I wear that I bought myself after I quit work and kind of found my voice in writing and things like that. It's just a little reminder. And somebody was like, oh, are you witchy? And I'm like, I am weirdly witchy, but also not witchy at all. So I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hi,
Ricky.
Ricky.
Up here. He's being cute.
He's looking for food scraps.
Yeah. You're looking for food scraps? Are you a cute boy? Yeah. Aw. He's so cute. Can you hear him?
No, he's like, whoa, look at microphone.
He thinks it's food. No, delicious food. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
I mean, it's fun to think about how the moon cycle will affect our brain chemistry because it certainly affects the Earth's chemistry. So it makes sense when you think about a couple of things.
And I mean, the times I've gone over my horoscopes, not all the time, but it's often been pretty accurate. But then I'm always just like, well, that's kind of like going to a psychic show where I'm like, if you use general terms, like it can match a lot of people. Yeah. So then I start debating it again, but it's interesting.
They're like, anybody here have a connection to someone with a vowel in their name? I'm getting a feeling. And you're like, oh my God, my husband died last week. They're like, heh, sucker.
But I mean, I could see how that could be generalized enough in a way that like the time of year that you're born impacts the way that you are raised and brought up because you experience certain things at certain times, and so it makes you into a very like generally this type of person.
That's why I'm so bitter and cold. I was born in December.
Oh, I wish it was cold.
I'm ready for it. By the way, did you see next week we have high in the 70s?
I did see that. We're supposed to get a cold front in Oklahoma next week. Stay tuned.
Yeah. I am so ready. I got my essential oils today for my my diffuser, and I got all my scents so I could do like pumpkin pie smell and cider smell.
Ooh, I love oil diffusers.
I do too.
They're pretty cool. They're very spiritual.
So I buy all the smells so I can have like seasonal smells. So like lately I've been doing key lime pie and things like that.
Ooh. Bitch, I love key lime pie.
Oh my God. Speaking of, there's here in Bricktown of Oklahoma City, there is a crab town, which I don't care about their food, but
is that where you get crabs?
Anyways, Crabtown has probably one of my favorite key lime pies ever.
Unrelated to Crabtown, but related to astrology. Is
like
there anything
cancer, like the crabs?
Oh my God. This podcast is stupid.
I laughed because today,
of course it's stupid. It's been stupid since last July.
Whenever I wrote my intro, I was like, this is morbid, and those boys are going to hate me, but I'm going to do it.
Nothing can be more unholy than that commercial you wrote last week for the Saturday morning cartoon cavalcade. Jesus.
Anthony, what were you going to say?
I don't remember because all I can think of is Johnny Slob My Nabo and the Power Fluffer Boys.
This week on the Power Fluffer Boys. Liquor Dirk.
The city of Brownhole. Oh, is under attack.
So I was trying to rein this back into the subject, Beardos, but I don't think we're going to make it.
Rain away, Anthony. Rain away.
Rein us back.
No, I was just going to ask if there's anything else generally witchy that you guys get into. So clearly Jay and I also get into crystals, but not like into crystals, but I get where you're going with it. And I think that's what gets me is I'm like, I don't think this is doing anything for me other than making me feel better. That just subconscious, like it's basically a placebo effect.
Yeah.
But I like having it.
I'll say that I believe in burning sage to cleanse a house.
And we have sage in the house right now.
I mean, I do
just in case.
that. Actually, my ex left it, and I found it whenever I was cleaning at one point, and I was like, do I sage the house? And I'm like, I don't know. I kind of like the vibe that I have in my house right now.
I was going to say, do you use his sage, or should you buy new sage?
I know. I also wondered
Cancel
about
out
that.
sage.
Because this is a fresh sage. It's never been burned.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it hasn't been used, then it shouldn't matter. Mine's sitting right next to the printer.
And it still acts up.
I was gonna say I need to use some sage over my printer because I've had this bomb ass printer for years and it has been fantastic. Never had an issue. Within the last few months, the Wi-Fi connect has been a nightmare. And my friend who has the exact same printer as me is having the exact same problem.
Maybe it's a software problem.
I'm wondering. So I'm gonna have to go to HP's website and throw a bitch fit.
Tell me how that works out for you.
That's a great way to get help, yeah.
I love bitch fits. Hello, my name is Karen J.
And I'm a Sagittarius, and I'm here to tell you all about your stupid printer.
I like fish sticks, sports cars, and I'm a Sagittarius, and you shouldn't mess with me.
You like fish sticks? Are you a gay fish?
I'm not a gay fish, man.
That's kind of where I land on it too, honestly. Like, I want to believe in a lot of the stuff, but at the same time, it's hard to, like, believe too hard into it because it is just, like, it's not actual factual science. It just sounds good on paper.
It's pseudoscience, and we all love some good pseudoscience.
Right. I mean, it is fun to put your interest into something that's you're not sure about. I mean, it's the same concept as religion, so...
If the Christians can think that thoughts and prayers help, I can think this crystal does something.
I will send you good vibes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there we go. So that's where I land with it, because it does make me feel good, even though I know it's just a placebo effect more than likely.
Well, Beardos, why don't you guys tell us what you think? Tell us what your sign is. Tell us how accurate your sign is about you. Tell us whatever you want to tell us. Just send us an email at beardsandsundries@gmail.com.
Tell us that we suck. I don't care.
Yeah, we do suck.
We suck real bad. Or real good.
And we screw in light bulbs.
But do you guys think it's time for a commercial?
You know, I think it's high time for the commercial for this episode.
And now, for a word from our sponsor, the world-renowned psychic, I'm a Conwoman.
Life is full of mystery. The truth can be hard to see, but there's a light in the dark, a beacon of hope in a sea of uncertainty. And that hope is named Ima. Ima Conmann.
I see here in the cards that you were born. Is that right? Oh my God, how did you know?
Ima Conmann is a real psychic, not a fake one, like Charles Latin turned out to be.
I'm getting a sense of something powerful, a name that starts with J, or K, or L, or N.
Oh my God, that's my dead Aunt Margarine. No spirit escapes the keen mind of I'm a Conmann, not even the ghost of Bill Checksmix.
Senator Cheerios, the spirit of your former political opponent is telling me that you two were secret lovers.
Ted Cheerios couldn't be reached for comment. Bill Checksmix didn't call I'm a Conman, and now he's dead. So call now, before it's too late.
Hey guys, make sure you follow and subscribe to our podcast so you can receive a notification every Sunday when a new episode drops.
On my 38th birthday, I'm a con woman predicted my entry into my daddy phase. And she was right.
I haven't gotten and seen her yet, so I don't know what my predictions are.
You're already a daddy.
You should really go, Jay.
I'm scared. She might
She's
tell
very
me something.
insightful. Yep. She says you're going to get cancer a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just kind of worried because as I'm stalking aisle 4, I look over and she kind of just does this weird little thing, and I'm just like, oh, some of them I'm kind of nervous to go see her.
I think one time I saw you stalking aisle 4 and she had a sign up that said, I've got one crystal ball and you've got one ball too. One ball. I asked her about your future and she said you're going to lose every game you play on this podcast.
She ain't wrong.
Well, moving on. Jay, do we have any Beardo submitted sundries this week?
Oh my gosh, actually we do. We have quite a bit. I received
Oh, good.
I received several things this week. One was Mike messaged us quickly on Instagram. Hello, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Hello, Mike.
And he actually sent us the link to Tom Taylor Illustrated, which he does like erotic cartoons.
Ooh.
Love
So if you look that up,
cartoons.
yeah. Actually, several of our beardos follow him because I just clicked it and saw that a lot of people we know follow it from our podcast page. So anyways, Tom Taylor Illustrated does a lot of daddy drawings. It's pretty nice. Oh my gosh, there's one that he sent of Johnny Bravo.
I see one just from this quick search of Fred and Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. And Shaggy has like the dog collar necklace with a chain and a bone on it. Here's one with Professor Utonium in just briefs.
Well, we can do this, something to check out if you want.
There's a lot of good stuff happening. Anyways, yeah, this is great.
Let's just do it. While we're in the middle of user content, we'll go off script here and be like, this is something to check out. Go look up Tom Taylor Illustrated.
You could actually go to his website, tomtaylorstudios.com.
Ooh, yes, you can.
That is TomTaylorstudios.com. And you're able to purchase from him there. And he's got a lot of really, really cool stuff. Some of it is actually safe for work, too. TomTaylorstudios.com with an S.
So anyways, back to more user content. Thanks, Mike, for that. You helped us with something to check out this week.
Thank you very much.
Good job.
That is
Also,
quite the something to check out.
I received an email from Bryce. Hello, Bryce.
Hi, Bryce.
Bryce. And it says, hey, Beardos, you guys and Tony and Ryan are my two all-time favorite podcasts, which that made me happy.
Oh.
Whoa.
I started bringing your
honor.
I started binging your podcasts a few months back and heard multiple mentions of the Tony and Ryan. So, by instinct, I just had to DM Tony on Patreon and let her know to check you guys out. She messaged me back, and I was so stoked. You love to see it. And then I saw that they followed you guys on Instagram, and I thought to myself that I had to tell you guys, love your podcast, and I can't wait to finish getting caught up on all of your amazing episodes. Much love from Ohio.
Aw, yay. Thanks,
Well, that
Bryce.
is wonderful, and it was a very, very exciting day in the market when we found out that they were both following us, too.
Oh my gosh, when they were following us, I was like, right. Thanks, Bryce. We loved that one.
Thank you.
And then our favorite, we got a message from Derek with the good beard.
Yes.
Yay, Derek with the good beard.
He said, hello, cartoon beardos. If you had to choose a cartoon bear, which one would you be?
Ooh.
Like the animal or the
A
dad?
literal bear? Or
I chose Yosemite Sam because he's a pocket. No, I'm kidding.
what?
He is a ginger.
He's
He
not a
is a
bear,
ginger.
though.
I think I
No,
said
he's not.
I think I said Bob Belcher. Because I was
you're a
he-
sloppy bear?
he could comb his hair back and look kind of Don Draper-ish, but clunky. And I'll be like, I love you.
Man, I don't know. If I had to pick a cartoon bear to be that wasn't Ice Bear from We Bare Bears. You know what? I'm going with Ice Bear from We Bare Bears for my actual bear, like the animal bear.
Oh, in that case, I'll go for Yogi.
Um,
Oh, I was going to say Yogi. Let me find another one.
Hey, boo-boo. While you guys are looking, I'm going to read the rest of this episode, or rest of this email. Listening to the cartoon episode brought back so many memories. I remember sitting in front of the console TV with a big bowl of Apple Jacks and eagerly awaiting the Schoolhouse Rock commercials. You know, I'm just a Bill and Conjunction Junction, what's your function?
What's your function?
Also, to tie this episode in with the conspiracy theory podcast earlier in that season, have you heard the theory that the Flintstones and Jetsons live in the same universe? They are separated by
had
the
a
distance.
crossover.
Different parts of the planet, and not by time. The similarities of both families are striking. You know, the hardworking husband, the wife trying to manage family life, and the family kids and pets, blah, blah, blah. The theory also implies classism between the two realities.
it would actually be really interesting to have that exist, because that would mean that maybe like where the Jetsons live, they've given up on humanity on the planet. And they don't even look for life down there because they're assuming it's like irradiated or unlivable. But life is sort of taken back over.
And now it's all Stone Age again.
Right. Anyway,
That
sorry
makes
to interrupt.
sense.
Anyways, have a great week, and thanks for another insightful week. Derek with a good beard. P.S. We were not rooting for Jay this week.
Ooh.
And lastly, I received a message from Steven on Instagram, and he's requesting that we do shows shirtless and in our underwear from now on.
Oh, we can do that.
And I was like, oh no.
So I guess if I had to pick another, like a gay, well, not a gay bear, he's not gay, but a bear character from anime or from some sort of animation, like a cartoon character, I would pick, hang on. Derek, I know which animal bear I would be, but we're going to have to circle back around next week so I can have time to think about this.
Also, Derek, it is in my notes, which I update regularly now to make sure that I don't forget about things. So it should be in next week's episode.
Yeah. Okay. Since we had an impromptu something to check out during our user submitted content, how about we move on to our game for this week?
Yes.
It's game
please.
time.
Or should I say games?
Yes, plural
Games
with
up,
an Z.
because we have two.
Yeah. So just kidding, Derek. We actually are going to play your game this week.
Yes, Derek submitted a couple weeks ago an email, a Fuck, Marry, Kill, and it was based off of our home renovation episode. And so this is over, I believe, some HGTV daddies.
Ooh.
So we're going to
So-
do Fuck, Marry, Kill HGTV Daddy Edition.
Mm-hmm. And I'm actually going to share a screen with you, so that way you can just look at them.
Please do.
All right. Up first would be
Oh,
Mike Holmes
yeah.
from Holmes
I
on
remember
Holmes.
him.
Okay.
Okay.
Next would be David Bromstead from Lottery
Mhm.
Dream Home. And then
Okay.
lastly, I don't know how to pronounce this, but the Ben Napier from Hometown.
Well, I got my choices.
I already do too. So I decided that I'm going to fuck David Bromstead because there's something about the tattoos. He's covered in them. I don't know. It's the bad boy thing.
It's hot.
And it makes me just go, all right, I'll do that. And then I decided I'll marry Ben because he from hometown because he just looks sweet and cuddly and he's got the beard and he's bear-like and just looks happy, and he could remodel stuff for me so I could stop doing the flooring and painting in my own fucking house. And then last, I'll have to kill Mike Holmes because that's just unfortunate. He's the last one on my list.
I don't know anything about these people. So I'm going to base it entirely off of the appeal of what they look like. I don't know who they are as people at all.
I have not watched any of their shows, so it was based purely on looks.
So I am going to fuck tattoo guy.
David Bromstead.
What's his name?
Yeah, David Bromstead.
Sure. Then because again, exactly what you said, Jay, the tattoos, he looks like somebody that would like give you a good time, but then you'd be okay with being done with it.
Yeah, be like, all right, had my fun. I'm done.
Yeah, exactly. Then I'm going to marry Ben Napier for the exact same reason you said. He looks cuddly. He looks like somebody I could fall asleep to every night. And then I'm gonna kill Mike Holmes because I know he's Canadian is about all I know about him.
But he also looks like he might have attended January 6th.
Yeah, that was kind of where I was going with this too. So, like there could be a tattoo on there somewhere that would be
We the people
not okay. So yeah, that's what I'm going with as well. Joe, what do you got?
I went in a slightly different direction only because I used to watch Holmes on Holmes, and he is very good at what he does, and he was really, really great at pointing out flaws that builders had just left in their wake, and his show was very good because he fixed a lot of real serious problems. So I'm going to start right in the order of fuck, marry, kill, and I'm going to fuck Mike Holmes from Holmes on Holmes because those arms were always very tantalizing to me. He usually wore this very similar outfit on his show, which showed a lot of skin, so that was a lot of fun to watch. I just think he'd be pretty good, and I don't think he was a January 6th. He's Canadian. He wouldn't have cared. And then I am going to marry Ben Napier from Hometown because, just like you guys said, he's big, he's cuddly, got that big beard. I bet he gives really great hugs. And he's got this teeny tiny little wife who looks like Paige from Trading Spaces took a really big shit and just pooped out this person that has the same hair as her except blonde. And I can do it better. And then I'm going to kill David Bromstead from Lottery Dream Home because while the tattoos are pretty great and he's got the good arms, I've watched him on TV before and he's just kind of like, he's not really my style, so I'm just going to get rid of him.
He's about the only one I have watched. Whenever I said I haven't watched any of them earlier, I lied. I forgot that I have seen the Lottery show. And
he did a couple other shows too before that show.
What's kind of funny about this, as we say that Mike Holmes could have looks like he could have been at January 6th. He looks like what you think would be at January 6th, but Ben Napier looks at the people who were actually at January 6th, and that's upsetting to the bear community, and I feel like we are overlooking that a lot.
Their show Hometown, I believe, is set in Waco, Texas, and I mean, we all know what happened in Waco.
Yeah, Waco does not have a good history.
Hey, let's be real. The FBI did that. That was the Federal Bureau of Investigation. That had nothing to do with Texas.
I'm going to say it was a combination.
That's a great South Park episode, too, where they're like, just like in Waco. And they're like, didn't you guys mess up Waco and kill a lot of people? And then they clear out, and they're like, rah, 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 and they all clear out in like 2 seconds.
So, in any instance here, I feel like all three of these men could have been at January 6th, except Mike Holmes, who is Canadian. So,
I will also say, Derek, that you probably picked the 3 most attractive men who have ever graced HGTV. Like, you could have thrown in a real wild card there, like the really flamboyant bald gay man with the goatee from the late 90s. You could have thrown him in there. But you picked 3 really good-looking men, so you made this a pretty hard game for us.
What was the guy who's married to that one woman and they do their home renovation shows together and he's kind of
Or are you
No.
talking about Chip and Joanna Gaines?
Chip and Joanna Gaines?
That's
it.
yeah.
Chip Gaines. Because, I mean, like...
I think you're talking about Chip and Joanna Gaines because Chip is a lovable oaf kind of a character, and Joanna Gaines, I'm sorry, I am not on the trend of shiplap. And she has a collection of furniture in one of our local furniture stores here in Tulsa, the Joanna Gaines collection or whatever. That is some of the ugliest fucking furniture I've ever seen.
I'm not here to buy their furniture, Joe. I'm here to have a three-way.
Oh, if we're talking about hot furniture daddies, look no further than Chris Stout from last week.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Everybody else is canceled. I'm going to fuck him, marry him, and then he's going to kill me because he's going to rip me in half afterwards. Moving on.
Well, now for a homebrewed game, what do you have for us this week, Anthony?
Well, Beardos, this week I have a game that I'm stealing from Jay. Go to free-tarot-reading.net/free. We'll include that in the show notes as well. It says no fee, no ads, no catch, no nonsense.
I clicked
On
6
the website.
cards and clicked next, and it literally opened up 6 cards.
2, 3, 4,
1,
5,
2,
and 6.
3, 4,
Okay.
5, and 6.
Okay, Jay, you go first since you found this.
Do you want me to read all 6 cards?
Yeah, let's
Go
do
for it.
How I feel about myself right now, which is card 1, is the death card.
Ooh,
Perhaps you feel
Jay.
everything as you've known it is falling apart. Unexpected changes and turmoil, end of a job, end of a career, divorce, or end of a relationship, recovering from a bereavement or fear of bereavement. Try not to worry too much. This time of absolute endings heralds a brand new beginning, a period of great transformation.
Aren't you really close to getting a new job at work?
I'm applying for one. Yes.
So you could have the end of a job potentially?
I could have an end of... Yes, I could have an end of my current position. But
Missionary.
yeah.
Oh.
Just throwing it out there.
Card number 2, what I want most right now, temperance. The appearance of temperance suggests you are craving some peace and harmony, a sense of control, and a wish to feel that life is flowing again. Perhaps you have been or are currently going through some tough times regarding relationship, financial worries, or some other kind of loss. Take heart that peace will be restored. This is a time for you to be calm and patient, and life will soon have a sense of normality again. I have been shifting my budget around, so that makes
I was going to say,
sense.
didn't you just make like a big financial decision recently?
I have made some, so yes. Card number 3, your fears. The High Priestess. You are feeling uneasy and insecure. Something in your gut is saying, be careful, all is not as it seems. Something just doesn't feel right. Delay any decisions or actions until you've answered your concerns. If you are male, this card could signify a significant woman in your life being a bad influence right now.
Your boss.
Kayla. More jalapenos, Kayla. We're almost there.
More Miralax, Kayla. Do it. Give him the food poisoning.
Card 4, what is going on for you? Judgment card. Brand new potential, an opportunity which once given must not be ignored, a new project, decision, or relationship that could affect the rest of your life, all are indicated here. You enjoy success and enjoyment for past efforts, events will pick up a pace, and the outcome will be quicker than expected.
New job.
New job.
Maybe that new position is coming. What's going against you? Wheel of Fortune. Damn it, Pat.
Oh no,
Wheel
Pat.
of politeness.
Vanna White just comes in your room and punches you in the face.
She's like, ding, ding. Did you ask for Val, bitch?
You thought I was going to retire? Here's this, bitch.
Oh my god. Anyways.
A run of bad luck here, perhaps already evident, or there are certainly signs that things are not going your way. The responsibility of important decisions weighs heavy with you where there are choices to make. Trust your intuition, and even if you have to make a painful decision to give up something in order to move on, then have the courage to do it. Trust that the Wheel of Fortune constantly turns, and whilst it may be against you at the moment, it will in time turn and bring you good fortune. And card 6, the likely outcome. The Emperor. Expect success and achievements of your goals. This is a time for fulfillment of your ambitions. If you have placed your trust in your father, husband, partner, or another man of significance in your life, they will come up trumps for you. If you have been a victim of ill will, don't worry, you will win in the end.
Ooh.
Well, there
What
you
a
go.
weird set of cards
I like
for me.
that.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Joe, you want to go next or you want me to go?
I'll go ahead and go. All right. Card number 1, how you feel about yourself. Judgment. You feel this is an end to an era, or at least a certain phase of your life. You are taking stock and looking where you want to go from here. This ending is not one for regret, but for rejoicing. Soon you will enjoy the rewards for your past efforts. As with any period of endings, many opportunities will present themselves, and the choice that you make will have far-reaching implications that could change your life dramatically.
I'm glad we found this site. This one's kind of fun.
Minneapolis.
Oh, Minneapolis. Card number 2, what you want most right now. I drew the Hierophant. Right now, you want to have someone around you that you can trust and confide in, knowing that they won't let you down. There are real moral issues here, knowing right from wrong, and you may feel that you need some advice or wise counsel from a teacher, priest, parent, or someone you have a lot of respect for in order to help you make the right decision. Okay.
Okay.
I have some managers at work that I like a lot, and they could probably help me steer the right direction. I could transfer to Minneapolis. All right. Card number 3. Your fears. The Lovers. Someone's heart is ruling their head. You are so afraid of being hurt, you are remaining paralyzed in non-action. To have or not to have. To stay or to go. Throw caution to the wind. Great happiness awaits you if you can trust what you feel and ignore the fear and do it anyway.
Ooh. What does that mean?
Weird.
Divorce?
I don't know. No. Shut up. Just sign this real quick and then...
It's just a notice of a will, that's all. You're getting everything if I die, Anthony, that's all.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. And then for card number 4, what is going for you? I drew the Emperor. You are self-assured and more than capable of influencing people or events to achieve what you want. What's more, support and guidance from your father, husband, partner, or another man in significance in your life is there for the asking. Make the most of your resources. Anthony, should I move to Minneapolis?
Yes, you should. Absolutely.
There's an ongoing theme here, it seems.
We could liquidate all of our assets, Joe.
I could literally light them on fire and liquidate. Okay. Okay, so card number 5. What is going against you? I drew Temperance. Life will seem hectic and full of challenges, and you will find it hard to have the right perspective on things. You may have a rival in love or at work. Think about whether the relationship or the job is really right for you. This is a time for being calm and patient, and life will soon have a sense of normality again. And then for my final card, I drew the likely outcome. I drew the Moon. Whilst you are confused and fearful and allowing your anxieties to hold you back, trust that all will turn out well in the end. Things may seem tough or confusing, but stick with it, it's right for you. The Moon is a good omen if you were in a clandestine affair and helps guide you to open your mind to new and unexpected possibilities.
Well, here is my 6-card spread. How you feel about yourself. I drew Justice. You are feeling that things will go your way. You believe in fairness and justice in all things. If you are considering partnership issues, personal or professional, dealings will go well. Perhaps you are about to sign a contract or legal document. This will be beneficial to you. If someone has done wrong to you, it will be put right and you will feel justice has been done. I am expecting to negotiate job stuff soon.
Fun.
Yeah.
Nice. Good.
What you want most right now, the Empress. The card suggests that at this time you desire comfort, security, and happiness, and may well need some emotional support and reassurance. If you are considering having a baby, no. The desire will be very strong at this time. It won't.
No.
Or perhaps you are already pregnant. I'm not. And you have some concerns.
Not from a lack of trying.
If male, perhaps you are considering fatherhood. I'm not.
No.
With someone, but have concerns. I'm considering daddyhood. Things will turn out fine. Just know that you are loved and that there are people around you who care.
You know, Beardos, not all these cards can be winners, huh?
Your fears. I drew death. You are afraid of experiencing turbulent and catastrophic change, as we all are. Yet, such challenging transformation in our lives helps create space for something new. If you are experiencing or have just experienced a job loss, bereavement, divorce, or the end of a relationship, these changes will allow new experiences and opportunities to enter your life. What's going for you? The Chariot. Drive, drive, drive. That's what's going for you. You certainly aren't a quitter. The appearance of the Chariot tells of conflicts ending in victory, so don't give up. Battle on and you will succeed. This is a time of movement and change. Expect a journey relating to work, and if you've had your eye on that car, it will soon be yours. I have it.
No. You have the car.
I've had
It's
the
already
eye
yours.
on paying off my car.
Yes.
What is going against you? The Hermit. Ooh. I know this card, and it sounds a little right. This is pretty fucking accurate. Okay. You are at risk of doing something hasty out of impatience and rage. This is not a time for irrational or impulsive behavior. Don't be cantankerous, if closer to old than young. Ugh. Or arrogant and resentful, if closer to old than young. Try and remain calm and let the rage go. Take time to make a cool and collected decision. The Hermit signals a warning not to make hasty decisions. The likely outcome. The Magician.
Oh.
This is one of my favorite higher arcana cards. Major arcana. Excuse me. Put that in there. Major arcana. This is a period of positive action with great potential. You are full of self-belief, feeling very empowered, and will have the ability to think on your feet. The Magician is an excellent omen for success. It's time to show everyone exactly what you're made of.
Hey.
Nice.
Nice.
Love that for you.
Thank
Proud
you.
of you.
Anyways, Beardos, you should let us know what your reading turns out like by emailing us at beardsandsundries@gmail.com and or calling us at 405-999-2242.
Ooh, call in and be our own psychic. You can be what you predict our show's going to do.
But for now, our session is over and Mercury is in the microwave and it's time to go.
Boo. Chunky donkey
Chunky donkey stupid. That'd be a great shirt, Jay.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Stupid.
One like a fun font, like funky
Yeah.
jewelry.
I'll
Chunky donkey stupid.
If I think of it, I'll make it in bed and send it to you. And if you approve, I'll get them printed.
Make it in bed.
I approve.
But Beardos, your time in the fortune teller's hut has come to an end, and the music is coming back on.
No.
So call into our hotline and leave us a voicemail at 405-999-2242.
And Beardos, just like those crazy yet oddly specific horoscopes, we are eerily accurate, meaning that it's time to go. If you would like to help us out, go and subscribe to our podcast so you can get reminders every Sunday when we release a new episode. We also post frequent updates on all of our social medias for any additional sundries that we add to the market.
And don't forget to leave us 5 stars and add a review. We would love to hear from you, and those ratings are what get us found by more people. We would be honored if you could help us by just doing that simple task. Each one of you telling a friend to listen to the podcast will double our growth.
I also saw in my crystal ball that you have already gone out and checked our website, beardsandsundries.com. I also see that you are following all of our socials, which is Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter. Please comment or message us. We love to hear from you. Email us at beardsandsundries@gmail.com.
So, from the Scorpion, the vegetarian, and this piece of shit, make sure to
Love yourself because you're a Capri Sun.
Because we've
Yeah.
been loving you in the future for years now.
we can feel it. Ooh.
Bye,
The stars have aligned for the show to end now.